The Trump administration says it wants to overhaul how some work visas are given out. This week, the Department of Homeland Security announced it's getting rid of the lottery system for H-1B work visas and replacing it with a system that prioritizes skilled, higher paid foreign workers. Now, for more on this, let's bring in immigration attorney Pallavi Ahluwalia. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes. So before we go into the details, I'd like to just say that I can just sum it in one sentence. The changes that are upcoming are meant to organize the H-1B system and lottery by favoring the highly sought after employees. Please understand these to be the most highly paid employees to get into the H-1B limited slots. So that's the one sentence on this. On December 23rd, the DHS announced the overhaul of the selection process, and the long-standing random lottery system is now going to be replaced by a weighted selection model that prioritizes, as Shona said, highly skilled and highly paid and higher paid foreign workers. And it is one of the most consequential shifts to the H-1B policy in the recent years, and it carries important implications for foreign professionals, U.S. employers, and investors navigating the immigration system in America.
And we also have this on X from the Department of Homeland Security saying it's publishing a final rule for the H-1B work visa program to better protect American workers and wages. It says for too long, the H-1B program has failed to meet Congress's intent. So what kind of things has the current process been criticized for in the past that would lead to this kind of change?
Most of it is for getting either low-skilled or low-paid workers that replace the American workforce. We know that the workers that are hired under the H-1B must be specialized workers. A large number of them are students who study here and get different degrees, and there's a large section of engineers that enters from other countries as well. But these workers are historically been given level 1 or level 2 of the wages, so they're not very, very highly paid, but they do take care of a lot of the tech companies' work needs through engineering needs.
So if the goal here is to attract more higher skilled, higher earning foreign workers, what do you think these changes will help achieve that goal, or what negatives do you think could play in here in the future with this change?
So this is meant to protect the U.S. worker. It's also meant to reduce the abuse, as the DHS says, of the registration process, and also to align the H-1B usage with congressional intent, and also to incentivize employers to sponsor only the highly skilled global talent. The statutory H-1B cap remains unchanged for this, which is at 65,000 visas, and an additional 20,000 is reserved for U.S. advanced degree holders who've gone to school here.
And this is one of several changes that the White House has made or tried to make to the visa process. Earlier this year, President Trump also signing a proclamation imposing a $100,000 annual fee for the H-1B highly skilled work visas. That is now being challenged in court. What's your take on the fee component here and that change that's also being implemented?
So there are two kinds of workers that make it into the H-1B new lottery. Usually, there are a bunch of people that come in from outside the country, and they are the ones that are professionals and are considered to be experienced employees from different countries. They may be a lot of the staffing, consulting kind of employees that make their way through here. Now, if you impose the rule of the 100,000, that's going to be a disincentive. There would be people or companies that would not hire those workers. However, if you have employees that are graduating with stellar degrees from the best schools in the United States, no American employer will be hiring them at the highest salary level. So it's also meant to not be very successful. So we have a built-in anomaly in the way the rule will take impact, because the highly skilled will be prevented, and highly skilled translated into highly paid will be impacted by the 100,000 gate, that people have to pay, and the ones that are within the country, it would be difficult for them to be able to get the higher wages because they're fresh graduates, even though they're in specialized areas.
And looking ahead from your perspective, what do you anticipate the impact to be for people trying to come into the US and also people that are already here on visas right now?
For H-1B professionals, higher salaries and specialized roles may significantly improve selection chances. There will be, salary negotiations for employees who've kind of working for the companies and that are highly valued. So a lot of employers who want to hold on to talent will now face, a higher burden, but it goes for the employees that will be now paid more. And for employers, I'd say the compensation strategy and job structuring has to be reassessed. There are a lot of employers who register employees for the H-1B lottery may not be able to do that anymore. And immigration planning that employers do will have to integrate the wage modeling and the Department of Labor compliance to commensurate with the salary as well as the skill of the employee. Now, when it comes to investors and executives who wanted to set up their company in America, the greatest country for so many and so attractive to so many, they may have to reevaluate where they send their or where they start their growth and hire people, and I'm talking about the ones that are the brightest and the best. So we may have some rethinking on that part if highest wages as well as the 100K becomes a bar to them to get people into the country.
Okay, thank you so much for your take on this, immigration attorney Pallavi Ahluwalia. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much. And we have to always also say one more thing, that when we are creating an audit system, I mean, it should be welcomed. And this is what makes immigration work. The way of doing this one may be wage-based to recognize highly skilled workers. But hopefully, if it is going to work this way, then at least creating an order would probably help everyone understand how to work on the H-1Bs.
Yeah, we'll definitely be watching as this new system is implemented. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Yana.